British national team member James Andrew Davis here training at Summer Nationals with the U.S. men's foil team. James, during these training camps, we always see a ton of kind of energy and playfulness. How representative of that? How representative is that of your kind of typical training environment?
That's very normal for us. I can't speak for Race and Miles. We don't train together often, but for Alexander, myself, Garrick, that's how training is on a daily basis for us. It's light-hearted. We wanna win. We're working on things. You're in training, to try things out, and I think both Miles and Race bring that as well. And they come here, they bring a competitiveness, but at the same time we're here to enjoy it. You don't want to. We've got to go 10 days with each other, so you want to have fun at the same time as working hard.
And you mentioned kind of you're working on things, a lot of experimentation. We see that in the different actions, and even as you guys approach a bout, sometimes beforehand, there's just some light sparring.
Yeah.
In these training camp environments, how much of a focus is it for you to kind of experiment and play with new moves?
It's vital. This is the most important part of fencing. Really, is what you do in the training environment. When you go to competition, you should know or have worked on everything that you need, your weaknesses. Here is the place where you're safe, where you can do it, you can make those mistakes, and it doesn't matter because you're learning from them. So for us, we're working together, and especially with the guys, Alexander, with David and Garrick, we work on those things together on a regular basis. If I've got a weakness, they tell me about it, and we highlight it because it helps them get better as well. If I can improve on one thing, they can improve on other things as well.
And as an elite level athlete, there's also an extremely competitive component, of course, to your job. At what point in your career and development to where you now are, were you able to kind of like let go of maybe the competitive component that some people might feel in practice and really allow yourself to relax and be more experimental?
Actually, I've only really managed that since coming to America, I'll be honest.
And that's what?
3 years.
3 years ago.
3 years, yeah. So really my entire senior career. In the UK, I grew up in a professional setup. The environment was kind of hostile. You're working to win. That's what we use, and it works for many people. Every nation, I'm sure, is different. But going back to a club-based system, the Martial Arts Foundation, it's very different. It is light-hearted. It is about helping each other, working, at sort of the greater cause. As you're working as a team, so you're helping improve each other. And this was really the first time in 3 years. I've been doing that, and I've really bought into it. I love it. I think it's got a lot of benefits.
So is what I'm hearing that both on like a national level with your GB teammates, that it was a much more kind of intense, very strict, heavily focused environment rather than
the win was more important.
Mm-hmm.
So we would be doing. I never did free fencing, free sparring until I went to Martial Arts Foundation. Now, I know other nations will do that, but for us it was all about 5 touches or 15 touches and winning those bouts. And I think part of the problem with that is you can lose focus. You're focusing so much on the win against somebody. It could be a 14-13, 14-0, and you're trying to get that last touch. You're not necessarily doing the right things. The important things. You're arguing about touches where it's not the time to be arguing. It's the time to be learning, and that's what we don't have there. And we do competitive bouts, but even then, it's about doing them and doing it the right way. And getting the right skills done. So when you go to a competitive environment, you're ready for it.